Now, the workers of the Samajwadi Party and supporters of Ilyas Ansari, a former SP district president of Kushinagar and prospective candidate for Fazilnagar seat, protested against Swami Prasad Maurya getting fielded from the Fazilnagar seat, calling him an outsider. The gathered SP workers burnt an effigy of Swami Prasad Maurya and vowed to ensure his defeat from the seat. Let's go across to Amir for more on this. Amir, it seems that internal wrangling, of course, continuing within the Samajwadi Party, and of course now a section of Samajwadi Party workers burning an effigy of this particular individual, that is of course Swami Prasad Maurya. They have in fact gathered over there in Fazilnagar and protested rather against him getting the ticket from Fazilnagar.
Well, that's right, Madhav. Clearly very embarrassing situation for the Samajwadi Party RLD combined, because Swami Prasad Maurya was being shown around as a trophy after he decided to quit the BJP around 11th of January last month. And on the 14th of January, he joined the Samajwadi Party with a lot of fanfare, telling the people there that he had been neglected, his caste had been neglected by the BJP over the last 5 years, which is why he's shifting his loyalties towards the Samajwadi Party. Now, Swami Prasad Maurya happens to be a three-time legislator from the Padrona seat of Kushinagar, and he had been quite popular on that seat. But after he quit BJP and joined ranks with the Samajwadi Party, there was a lot of opposition from within his supporters, as well as Samajwadi Party supporters, as well as people belonging to the OBC community that he comes from, as far as Padrona Assembly constituency is concerned, which is why his people actually over the last 1 week, 10 days had been touring the entire Kushinagar area, trying to decide as to which constituency will be favorable for him, will be best for him as far as contesting these assembly elections, and they finally came upon Fazilnagar. Now, Ilyas Ansari happened to be a senior Samajwadi Party leader and had been preparing for his assembly election from Fazilnagar seat itself, and therefore quite logical that his supporters and other Samajwadi Party workers who had seen his work around over the last several years are actually backing him up and calling Swami Prasad Maurya an outsider, and that he has been thrust upon him by Akhilesh Yadav and Samajwadi Party leadership. So they are absolutely clear that they'll oppose Swami Prasad Maurya's candidature there tooth and nail. And looking at the numbers of OBC community in Fazilnagar, it definitely will become very difficult for Swami Prasad Maurya to hold ground there, because clearly if this is the kind of opposition that comes from within the Samajwadi Party ranks, his own party, then you can very well imagine the kind of support that he might get from other OBC members, his voters that he's actually banking upon.
Okay. We'll have to leave it there for the moment. Amir, thanks so much for joining us. Clearly troubles for the Samajwadi Party. They're mounting, at least in that particular seat of Fazilnagar, as you rightly mentioned.